Shenandoah is back in the Section 2 Class AA title game Saturday night. They'll take on Colony at the Cool Insuring Arena, the CIA, as Chris likes to refer to it.
Yes.
I love it. That rolls off my tongue. CIA. They're not going to love us for that, I'm telling you, Chris. But Tony Dzikas is the head coach at Shenandoah, has done a phenomenal job with that team, with that program, and joins us here for a few minutes on Big Board Sports. Good morning, Coach.
Hey, Raj. How you doing?
How you doing? We're
Good.
just renaming the arena for them up there. It's the CIA, according to us now. So
Sounds right.
See how that goes.
Remember that? I can't. It's like Guns Ball Civic Center for me.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
right.
I know that, and I've fallen into that trap a few times. I think they would prefer the CIA over me referring to it as the Glens Falls Civic Center. Hey, Coach, congratulations on getting back. Talk first of all about the hard-fought win over CBA. Looked like a 10-2 run in the fourth quarter, and then Merchant played really well for you, and you continue to lock down on your defense. Is that pretty much sum it up? Your win over CBA?
Yeah, we knew it was going to be a hard-fought game. They're physical, well-coached, and we couldn't let the King kid get started. Sectional is tough inside. That's just, the double A's, as you know already, it was so competitive this year that all throughout the sectionals, you knew you were going to have to battle. There weren't going to be any blowouts for sure.
Did you go boxing one on King?
Yeah, we went diamond and one on King. Chris Holbert did a great job on him. Had help from his teammates, but Chris is such a great athlete that, I don't know how much help he requires.
And Chris Holbert, by the way, was the number 8 pick for us last night. If you saw it, Chris did a really good job in the interview. Well-spoken young man. Tough kid, right? Tough kid. Made our News Channel 13 All-Star team. And I said at the end of the sportscast last night, I said, that football kid, you always tell that football kid, right? Little toughness to him, and he might be the best perimeter defender in Section 2, at least that according to our All-Star scouts. Yeah,
I mean, he's a really tough kid. Got a little bit of a stubborn streak like a lot of great athletes do, and he's just a wonderful. I've known Chris since he was a little guy. I coached in the 6th grade, did some youth coaching kind of like you do, and just a kid who wants to battle, and there's nothing more that he wants at this moment than to win a Section 2 title.
Shenandoah's head coach Tony Dzikas with us here on Big Board Sports 104.5, the team ESPN Radio. Coach, the matchup with Colony, you've seen them once already this season. It was a low-scoring game. Just 4 points separated you guys in a loss to Colony. How do you defend Isaiah Mall?
We didn't do a bad job last time on him. He had some tough shots. He's 6'7". He's 230 pounds. I can tell you he had some inside points, which is to be expected when I give you his dimensions. He had a couple of threes from well beyond the 3-point line, and I think he had a couple step back, off 1 foot, fadeaway shots. So I guess the answer to your question is make him take tough shots.
Yeah.
Even that is not guaranteed. I don't know if you're going to stop him, but you just want to contain him. But you know what? They got some other guys. I think the Will Abar kid's playing really well. He played so hard against Saratoga. Defends really well. Gets up into people. Josh Abar's tough. Statton's a good player. They just have. I don't think they're incredibly deep, but the players that are on the floor are very talented and they're very athletic.
Tony, did you? I'm not going to ask you to give the game plan away here on 104.5, a team for everybody to hear against Colony, and we won't ask that of Ken D'Agostino when he'll join the program tomorrow morning at 10:30 here on Big Board Sports. But the first time around, did you go diamond and one on Isaiah?
Well, we had Greg Monroe on him and Josh Nails. We did a little bit, but we put our best defender on him and just said don't help at all. And they did the best they could, but, he's a different beast. King's a very, very talented player, but, King looks very young from CBA. So physically, when somebody's as physically dominant as Mole is, I mean, there's only so much you can ask of one of your guys just to kind of make his life tough. But, we'll certainly put one of our better defenders on him.
Tony, how about your team this year in terms of who you turn to for scoring? Has it been Has it been one guy, two guys? It seems like you don't have like the one go-to, but you got a bunch of guys that can put the ball in the basket.
Yeah, it's first of all, I'm just extremely proud of these guys. One, it's March, and I have practice today, so that's always a good thing. And not too many teams in the section can say that. So walking into the season, I know where the bar is set at Shenandoah, and I know the expectation's always high. But we returned nobody from a first, second, or third team suburban council team last year. So not a single one of them. We talked about that going into the season. So that just goes to show you what kind of work that they put in the off season. Chris Holbert went from not even being a third team suburban council player to now I'm certain, obviously, as you said, he's a Channel 13 All-Star, which is incredible. I don't know how many times that happens where a kid isn't even a third team league player, and the following year he's a Channel 13 All-Star. You probably could do your homework on that. But that's incredible. It shows how much work they put into it. So, the bottom line is, to answer your question, we either got to play well as a team or we're losing Saturday. So there's no one person that's going to carry Shenandoah. Everyone's got to, we talk about this a lot. Do your job. Do what you're supposed to do out there. And even if everyone does that, it's still going to be a close game. And you're going to have to be fortunate.
Coach, while we have you, I want to ask you about one of your alums, and that's Kevin Herter. I just am curious to get your thoughts of what you've seen from him as a sophomore at Maryland and the way his game has progressed.
Well, it's been a tough year. I mean, Kevin's a kid who I wouldn't care if he got every accolade known to man in college basketball, he wouldn't be satisfied this year because he's a win kid. He wants his team to win. That's what's most important for him. That's the first 5 things that are important to him before ever receiving any individual award. So it's been a tough year for Kev. They've been, they got hit by injuries from the beginning of the year to the end. But I've seen him develop just leaps and bounds, and he's been forced to. So if there's one positive from all the injuries is that he's been forced to do some things. He's been forced to really speed up the pace of his development because otherwise it wasn't going to get done. He's stronger. He's stronger with the ball. He just does some things that kids his age don't do well. He sees the floor. His passing's off the charts. Obviously you like to see him heading into the NCAA tournament, and I'm not, there's still a shot of that happening, but, I think his development has been incredible this year.
Hey, Tony, before I let you get back to class, and then I appreciate a few minutes here on 104.5 at Team ESPN Radio. What kind of game for the fans going up to the Civic Center to watch Colony and Shen in the rematch here from earlier in the year? What kind of game should they expect?
Well, you're going to see a competitive game. You're going to see 2 teams going at it, 2 teams playing as they should. Everything's on the line right now. I mean, this is it. The double A's have been super competitive all year long. All the games that are up there are going down to the last minute and a half, 1 minute, even final shot type stuff. So you're going to see an exciting game. Again, it's Shen and Colony, so based on previous performances, the over-under may be about 55, both teams combined. But who knows? Maybe we can surprise some people, and maybe it won't be such a defensive battle such as last time. But I think that you're going to see 2 teams that work their tails off, and they're going to show that on Saturday.
Looking forward to it, Coach. Thanks for a few minutes. Good luck, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Tony.
Thank you, Coach.